No, you see, a lot of people don't realise the desperate importance of Wellington boots in Scottish culture. So this is designed to teach them a wee bit. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. And that's the chorus. I want you to sing it with gusto. I want you to leap into it in a mood of gay abandon, gasping on the floor, paroxysms of mirth, clutching your middle, saying, "Oh Jesus Christ, he's a gas." Right into that microphone. Because these people in London don't believe it. Oh wellies, they're wonderful. Oh wellies, they're swell. 'Cause they keep out the water and they keep in the smell. And when you're sitting in a room, you can surely tell when some bugger takes off his wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. That was wonderful. Honest. Great, isn't it? When you're out walking in the country with a bird, and you're strolling o'er the fields just like a farmer's herd, and somebody shouts, "Keep off the grass!" and you think how absurd. Squelch, you find why farmers all wear wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. See the stroke, see that? A wee serious verse. Fishermen and firemen, there's farmers and all. There's men out digging ditches and working in the snow. This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, 'cause you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies.
We have been all the night, boozing, bloody well boozing. And how do you think that we've got oh so tight? Boozing, bloody well boozing. You may think me wrong, or you may think me right. You may think me dim, or you may think me bright. But what do you think we'll be doing tonight? Boozing, bloody well boozing. Boozing, boozing, just you and I. Boozing, boozing, when we get dry. Some do it open and some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozing. What is the thing I love more than me tea? Boozing, bloody well boozing. What makes you keep whipping off for a wee? Boozing, bloody well boozing. Your pocket gets empty and your bladder gets tight. You're gargling this beer the best part of the night. Your nose goes blood red, but your face goes all white. Boozin', bloody well boozin', 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 just you and I. Boozin', boozin', when we get dry. Some do it open and some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozin'. What is the thing that the clergy pull down? Boozin', bloody well boozin'. What do they preach about in every town? Boozin', bloody well boozin'. They curse it and they call it and they holler it about. They're talking about something they know plenty about. But where do you find them when all lights are out? Boozin', bloody well boozin', 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 just you and I. Boozin', boozin', when we get dry. Some do it open and some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozin'. What is the thing I love more than me wife? Boozin', bloody well boozin'. What is the thing that's the plague of me life? Boozin', bloody well boozin'. As you roll home in the morning, she starts moaning at you. Says, lad, you bugger, tomorrow you'll rue. Then she rolls down the bed, saying there's nothing doing for you. You've been boozin', bloody well boozin', 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 just you and I. Boozin', boozin', when you get dry. Some do it open and some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozin'.
I want you now, this is your chance to record. Now here's the first verse. Oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a bull, E-I-E-I-O. That bull was strong and a beast so fine, with two horns fore and another behind. The horniest bull you'll ever find, and he loved his, E-I-E-I-O. Hey, watch my wife with that instrument. Oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a bull, E-I-E-I-O. That bull was strong and a beast so fine, with two horns fore and another behind. The horniest bull you'll ever find. He loved his E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. Now each did cost their allotted fate, each in that peculiar state, without the pleasure of a mate and a wee bit E-I-E-I-O. The bull held the cows as they moved, E-I-E-I-O. Oh, if I could, girls, I would, E-I-E-I-O. So he hit that door a hell of a kick. First it jammed and it seemed to stick, but a blow in the heart that did the trick. Now for a wee bit, E-I-E-I-O. With a wrecked horn he thundered down, caught that vet bending down right up his Now, well, MacDonald had a vet, E-I-E-I-O. He hasn't stopped, he's running yet, E-I-E-I-O. The moral is, if you're a bull, there's a time to push and a time to pull. Just keep on doing what's natural with your
He was just a lonely tortoise looking for a home. His little feet were blistered with the miles he'd had to roam. I found him in a pet shop. On his cheek there was a tear, and painted on his little bag was 5 new pens to clear. He's a faithful friend, the tortoise, and he'll love you till the end. And you'll never need a person with the tortoise for a friend. I took him from that pet shop, tied to a piece of string. He was happy with his freedom. You know, I think I heard him sing. I took him to my sports car. We had 20 miles to go. I tied him to the bumper. He was grateful for the tow. He's a faithful friend, the tortoise, and he'll love you till the end. And you'll never need a person with the tortoise for a friend. Now in the winter we would hibernate. Yes, we would both retire. And if he ever got too cold, I'd just stick him on the fire. And in the summer by the swimming pool, you know, I was so proud of him. I threw him in, he often sang. You know, I don't think he could swim. He's a faithful friend, the tortoise, and he'll love you till the end. And you'll never need a person with the tortoise for a friend. Then come that day as come it may, to creatures great and small. A drunken driver hit my friend, and he went against the wall. And all I found here and there were little bits of shell. I made them into plectrums. You know, I knew this plectrum well. He's a faithful friend, the tortoise, and he'll love you till the end. And you'll never need a person with the tortoise for a friend.
I'll be down to collect you for the bingo bella, a rendezvous in the Gallow Gate.
Mind, Bella, don't be late, we've got to be there before the crowd starts queuing. Remember when we get there, Bella, we're gonna be trying for the big snowball. But whether it's win or lose, we'll have a damn good feed of the booze tomorrow night at the Seaside Bingo Ball. You and I were nearly winning the last time, Bella, if it hadn't been for Maggie McGill. Wouldn't yon make you ill? 722 smackers hasn't he spoken to a neighbour since then, after tapping them for 17 years. But mind you, there's one thing nice, lightning never strikes the same place twice, so we'll have a chance at the Seaside Bingo Ball. We'll be catching the bus to the bingo, Bella. We will alight at the Gorbals Cross, buying peas with tomato sauce, so we can lay our hands in that snowball. Then we'll be heading for the taxi, Bella, to the Regana with your half-croon tip. And when they ask us what we want, we'll say pour us out your creme du monde tomorrow night at the Seaside Bingo Ball. I'll be down to collect you for the bingo, Bella. A rendezvous in the Gallow Gate. Mind, Bella, don't be late, we've got to be there before the crowd starts queuing. Remember when we get there, Bella, we're gonna be trying for the big snowball. But whether it's win or lose, we'll have a damn good feed of the booze tomorrow night at the Seaside Bingo Ball.
I'm telling you people, I get problems in my mind, something that's been bugging me for quite some time. As I wander through the world just looking for fame, the question keeps cropping up, what's in the name? Like Elvis, Engelbert, Bamber Gascoigne. I used to think that was a disease. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't come to school yesterday, miss. I was in bed with a bad attack of that Bamber Gascoigne. I got up 5 times to the lavvy. And that was my starter for 10. People can phone man things. I knew a young couple once, name was McCann, gave birth to a baby, a fine young man. Then they went to get him christened in the church in the lane. The priest nearly fainted when he heard the baby's name. He said, what? They said, Genghis. He said, oh, Jesus Christ. They're always saying that. Now life's pretty hard as an ordinary man, but it must get pretty hellish as Genghis McCann. Just wandering through the world looking for a friend. Luckily, he found one in the end. He's a nutcase from Aberdeen, called Napoleon Bonaparte Smith. Well, the two got to talking about trouble and strife and how they'd been laughed at all of their lives. Then, like Napoleon and Genghis did in days of yore, they rode home on horseback, evened up the score with rifles, bayonets, screw tops and swear words. So if you get yourself a baby and you're looking for a name, remember what I told you, because you might end up the same. You might get yourself in trouble, it's plain to see. Every word's true, you can count on me. William J. Connolly III. The J's for Jemima.
To the pal each night she'd go, her brand new dress to show. She didn't feel so good as she thought she would, and the group was a drag, and the handbag lady a hag, as she ate cold chips from a bag. Her poor little heart did sag, and she knew not why. Knew not why. Oh, she longed to hold a hand, but the scooters coughed and ran into the park at night, the loose girls holding tight. She took a bus to her road, back to her mother's code, and as the TV chimed at midnight, she bade John and Paul good night, and she kissed the wall, kissed the wall, kissed the wall. Pally girl. Four fat ladies in a mini, mini car, ha, 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 ha. Off to the slimming shop they are, ta, 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 ta. And a woman in the physical culture departmental store came out and tried to pull them out of the mini, mini car, ha, 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 ha. Uncle George and Auntie Mabel fainted at the breakfast table. Isn't that sufficient warning not to do it in the morning? Horlicks had soon put them right, and now they do it day and night. And Uncle George is hoping soon to do it in the afternoon. I grow whiskers on my chin, I grow them on my chest, I grow them on my knees and legs, but the ones that I like best, they grow wild up and down my spine, they poke out through my vest. My mother says that lots of hair will keep out all the cold, but still I'm quite a pretty girl, I'm only 12 years old.
There's a factory on the outskirts of Dundee. Round it grow the fields of Smedley's peas. After school they set me free every year when I was wee, to pea in the green fields of Dundee. Ah, the highlight of school life was for me the 6 weeks every year they let us pea. But they fairly drove us daft before they let us aft, teaching us to pea in the green fields of Dundee. Now you might think that anyone can be. Wonder what the joy of it could be. They had contests for the best, man, you had to pass a test to pee in the green fields of Dundee. That the peeing that the girls first caught my eye. I noticed they peed different for me. Being 5'6" or so, I peed high whilst they peed low. As we peed in the green fields of Dundee, now my heart soon was lost to Polly the Pea. The finest little peer in Dundee. We braved all kinds of weather that we might pee together, to pee in the green fields of Dundee. I found happiness in many different ways. My mind returns to childhood days. Would the kids all think me soft? Would they just stand there and laugh if I went back for just one last pee in the green fields of Dundee?
As I was sitting on me Todd, eating crisps and drinking porter, suddenly a thought came into me head. I'd have a go at O'Reilly's daughter.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
For Reilly played on the big bass drum. He was a man for murder and slaughter. He had one red and glittering eye, and he kept that eye on his only daughter.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
When Reilly was away one day, I crept up to her room quite slyly. Quick as a flash, I had me way, and I thumbed me nose at the one-eyed Reilly.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
I got me a ring and the parson too, got me a pad in the married quarter, settled me down to a peaceful life, happy as a king with a Reilly's daughter.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
Suddenly a footstep on the stair, with his pistol in his hand, the one-eyed Reilly did appear, looking for the man who'd taken his daughter.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
I took old Reilly by the hair, shoved his head in a pail of water, fired his pistol into the air, a damn sight quicker than I married his daughter.
Giddy-I-A, 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 for the one-eyed Reilly, rub-a-dub-dub. Play it on the big bass drum.
The student boy has found a new vocation, poisoning the student's mind. Their leaders by astute manipulation, poisoning the student's mind. Big man, bold man, filled with sneering pride, behind the smiling countenance they hide spiritual arsenic, moral cyanide. They're poisoning the students, poisoning the students, poisoning the students' minds. Just one thing that we forgot to mention, the student hasn't got a mind. So it's safe to hold a great convention, the student hasn't got a mind. But if our leaders hear the dreadful news, we are sure their senses they would lose. We'll just let them go on, thinking if they choose, They're poisoning the students, poisoning the students, poisoning the students' minds. Poisoning the student's mind, but he'll find out there'll always be another for poisoning the student's mind. He'd rather that we stuck to evening prayers, stopped all meddling in national affairs, because that doesn't please the millionaires. We're poisoning the students, poisoning the students, poisoning the students' mind.
Now the weatherman and his wife live next door to me. That's no great advantage, I'm sure you'll agree. For when my wife does a washing, it rains every time, but the sun's always shining on their washing line. Or she can read the weather, you should hear that woman talk of her husband and his habits and his little weathercock. Says my wife to his wife, teach me how to tell, that I might do me washing on a fine day as well. That's easy, says his wife, in the morning take a look and learn to read your husband's weathercock like a book. If it lies to the left side, there's rain on the line. If it's lying to the right side, it's gonna be fine. So early next morning I wakes from me sleep, and we rolled down the blankets and my wife took a peek. Oh, it's neither left nor right, dear, it's standing up straight. And to hell with the weather, the washing can wait. As she can read the weather, you should hear my wife talk of her husband and his habits and his big weather